The following program is sponsored by Operation Smile.
It's every parent's worst nightmare. Your child is born with a deformity, a face no one wants to see. In poor countries, over 200,000 children a year are condemned to a life of pain and rejection, hoping for the miracle that will change their lives forever.
As a mother, I would do anything I could to help my child live a normal life, and I'm sure you would too. But what if you couldn't do anything? What if you were totally helpless? That's the situation for hundreds and thousands of parents in developing countries whose children are born with cleft lip or cleft palate. In the United States, these deformities are corrected shortly after birth, but in many countries around the world, these children are left untreated and are shunned. I'm in Lilloy Hospital. The volunteer Operation Smile medical team has come from all over the world to perform surgeries, and parents have brought their children here, hoping that they'll be selected. 9-year-old Soot has been ridiculed and rejected all his life. Soot isn't even his real name, but that's what he's been called from the day he was born. Soot means hair lip, a terrible name for a child born with a cleft lip. He's from a very poor family who could never afford surgery. When he was 5, he went for his first day of school. The other kids laughed at him and made fun of him, so he ran away from school and he's never been back. He has problems speaking, eating, and drinking.
Can you open your mouth wide? Good job. Can I hear you say, ah? There are so many children that have facial deformities and cleft palate and cleft lip, and they need so much attention and help, and especially how we do it at home so young, and to think that we have 7- and 8-year-olds in these countries that need help.
If we don't do it, the children are going to have deformities for the rest of their lives. It'll affect their happiness, their ability to speak, the way they look. And if we can just do a simple procedure, it may only take an hour to do something that'll change their lives forever.
Operation Smile began when my wife Kathy and I were asked to go on a medical mission to the Philippines to take care of children who were born with cleft lips and cleft palates.
Well, in the Philippines, we turned away 250 children, and we always had hope that we would be able to take care of those kids. And we went back, we gathered a group of our friends, and we did that. We took care of those children.
That decision literally changed the course and the direction of our lives, our families' lives, our values, and I believe our purpose in life. Over 20 years have gone by since we began Operation Smile, and we have literally thousands of doctors, nurses, healthcare professionals who are more than willing to give us 2 weeks of their year to help other children, and they do it for free. We have very stringent criteria for a healthcare professional to get on one of these medical missions, because these children deserve the very best.
This little guy's name is Sun. He's 2 years old. He was born with both a cleft lip and a cleft palate, which is an opening in the roof of his mouth. His mom is very worried. Sun has difficulty eating and often chokes on his food. They don't have enough money for rice, much less to afford this surgery. She never ever thought he might have this chance. She says she wants him to be handsome. The hardest part is Operation Smile can't possibly operate on all these children this week. More than 500 kids have come here for screening, most of them from miles and miles away. But we'll only be able to help about 100 children this trip.
Why should any child, anywhere on this planet, have to live a life of misery because someone isn't there to take care of them? There's no justice in that.
Nian, who's 3, has a beautiful smile, but it wasn't always this way. She was born with a cleft lip and cleft palate. Last year, Operation Smile repaired her lip, and she's back now to have surgery on her palate. This sweet baby girl is named Tu. Her mum cried for a whole month after she was born.
When my baby was born this way, I blamed myself because I got the flu when I was pregnant. I could not breastfeed her. I fed her with an eyedropper. She had trouble swallowing and keeping any food down.
She was also afraid that Tu would have no chance of having a husband, that no one would ever want to marry her. This is the day everyone's been waiting for. Hundreds of families have been gathered here in the hot sun since very early this morning, after having spent the last 2 nights on the floor in the hospital. They're hoping and praying to hear their child's name called, to hear that they've been selected for surgery. They've been calling out children's names for over an hour now, and the families that haven't been called are getting worried. You can feel the tension and anxiety in the air. That's Sut. I'm so happy he's been chosen. He's eager. He's old enough to understand how this will change his life. There's our little guy's son. His mum must be so relieved. Now he'll have his chance to be normal, just like all the other boys in the village. Our little baby too has also been chosen. Her mother's tears will soon be tears of joy. That's it. No more names to be called. They've also posted the list, so now the parents are double checking, hoping against hope that they missed hearing their name called.
We can only do so much in 5 days. It breaks all of our hearts to send them away.
And you just think, if we just had like maybe 2 weeks to do like 10 days of surgery instead of only 5, and we could get through so much more.
Witnessing the process of selection here, I find myself drawn to the faces of the mothers. As a mother myself, I was deeply impacted, first by the anxiety and the anticipation and the hope of having come this far and hoping that their child's name would be called, and then to see the disappointment and the heartache when the names were not called, knowing that what stands between your name being called out or not being called out is a question of money. It seems rather simple then that I should stand here and ask you to look into your heart and to do something to help us, to help them. So please, call now, because together we can make miracles happen.
They're ridiculed, rejected, sometimes even hidden away. Every year, over 200,000 children around the world are born with cleft lip or cleft palate into families who cannot afford the surgery to repair it. Right now, Operation Smile can only help 1 in 40 of these children. You can help provide surgeries for thousands of waiting children by becoming an Operation Smile partner. Over 5,000 of the world's top doctors and nurses are standing by to volunteer their time. Most of the medical supplies are donated. We're ready to go to more countries and reach more children, but we can't do it without your help. That's why it's so important that you call right now and join our team as an Operation Smile partner. All it takes is 65 cents a day, only $20 a month. Your monthly gifts will help send our teams and equipment to more than 20 countries all year round and help ensure that we can provide surgery free of charge to every child in need, so no child has to be turned away. You'll help provide training for local doctors and nurses so thousands more children can receive safe surgeries even after the OpSmile team leaves. Or, if you prefer, you can provide a complete surgery for one waiting child right now for only $240. That's all it takes, just $240. Call now and join the OpSmile team. Each month, you'll receive inspiring before and after photos of children whose lives have been transformed because of people like you. Plus, we'll send you this album to keep the photos in and share with your friends and family. You'll also receive information about how OpSmile and you are making a difference around the world. 88% of donations go directly to programs helping children. When you make your payment with your credit card, we'll send you this official OpSmile scrub shirt as a special thank you for being a vital part of our team.
I don't have to go to a movie one night. I don't have to go out for dinner because I know that if I give, it's allowing a child to have something that I can give them.
Most of the contribution of dollars do not go towards administration. They go right to the bottom line while we're all here, and that is to make the kids smile.
And it doesn't matter what you do, what your job is, how much you make, anyone can give.
You know, it makes me feel good about myself. I actually have a reason to smile every day.
Call now and join the OpSmile team. All it takes is just 65 cents a day, $20 a month. This could be one of the most meaningful things you ever do. But if your circumstances change, you can cancel at any time and know you've made a difference. Or remember, if you prefer, you can provide a complete surgery for one child right now for only $240. That's all it takes, just $240. Or a gift of any size that's right for you will help a waiting child.
Do it because it will make your life richer. Do it because you will be setting an example as a role model for your children and your family. Do it because it's the right thing to do.
We need to do more. We need to be in more places. We need to help more kids.
Thousands of children are waiting. Please, go to your phone now. Help us change lives, one smile at a time.
Suit's one of the first children to have surgery this morning, and he's ready to go. OpSmile has learned that it's important to have child life specialists who use play therapy to prepare the kids and parents for what they're about to experience. But this is all so new to them. Most have never been to a hospital before. Suit just took a look at the operating room. I guess he's having second thoughts, but he's in very good hands.
I got involved with OpSmile way back in 1987, just a few years after it started. I thought I'd go for a few trips, I thought I'd see another culture, and here I am 15 years later, 20 missions later, 500 children later, and still loving every child that I take care of and still planning on going for the next 15 years and operating on 500 more children.
Suit's mom is waiting right outside the door. This must be very frightening for her.
We come to these countries halfway around the world and we do not sacrifice quality. We bring everything from the equipment for the anesthesia to all the sutures and all the equipment we need. We want to make this absolutely 100% as safe as the United States, and the quality we want just as high. It's incredible. In 45 minutes, I can operate on a child and take him from someone who's shunned from society, someone who doesn't go to school, someone who's ostracized to someone who's a normal, fun-loving, great kid who you'd be proud of to be your own child.
To see a mother's face light up when she sees her child's face transformed, the gratitude beyond words, that's the only reward that's needed.
They come out and you just see a whole new person, a whole new beginning. It's almost like they're reborn. And it's just, I can't think of another word but phenomenal.
Now it's baby two's turn. Her mom's been so looking forward to this, but of course she's scared and anxious. It's got to be hard to hand over your child to strangers. I'm privileged to be able to watch this miracle unfold, to see these artists at work.
She's beautiful.
She's saying, I love you, I love you, I love you.
A child is the only language that we all have in common. It really doesn't matter what your race, your color, your creed, your culture. What matters is that we all use our energies and our talents. We've got the tools, we've got the hands, we've got the bodies. Now we just need all of us to participate. And then the world really will change.
Makes me feel useful. It's priceless to give this little child back to the mother that was so worried outside, and to give it back with this beautiful face. Of course, the little baby's a little upset by it all. She doesn't know yet how this is going to impact her life, but I'm beaming from the inside out. I feel so privileged to have participated here, and just as a witness to this, to share with you that this is just marvelous work that these people are doing, and that we must do anything we can. We have a responsibility and an obligation to step up in any way we can so that this kind of work can be possible. Look at this little family. It's beautiful. Just beautiful.
thought, yes. There you go.
I was talking to Soot's mom before surgery, and she told me that after surgery, no one will call him Soot anymore because Soot means hair lip. From now on, she said, he'll go by his real name, which is Tang, and that means blue sky. I told Tang after surgery that from now on, the sky is the limit. He's a great kid.
Are you going to be a doctor now?
Cháu cười to lên rồi cháu cười lớn lên.
Cháu cười đi, con cười đi.
Son is getting ready to go into surgery now. Of all the moms I've met here, I feel truly connected to Son's mother. Even though we don't speak the same language, she's so expressive and she wears her heart on her sleeve.
It's going to be so beautiful when you get in there.
So let me mark that right there. And I want to make a little triangle here. So it's very important to get it now. One of the most important things that we have the opportunity to do on a trip is share knowledge. When we first came to Vietnam in 1988, they proudly told me that 1,000 children have been treated with cleft since 1951. But now with the armies of people that we've mobilized around the world and here in Vietnam, in just a little over 10, 12 years, they've done 27,000 on their own because of that stimulus.
Oh my goodness, it really is one of the most beautiful things that I've ever experienced next to the birth of my daughter, to see his little face restored. You know, the next amazing thing will be when we bring his mother in. She was so worried about him outside. You can only imagine how anxious she must be to be reunited with him. As a mother myself, I'm like in major identification with her at this point. It's all I can do, not just to, you know, run out there and drag her in, but they have to wait for the baby to recover a wee bit from the operation. Isn't he beautiful? You sit down and I'll give him time. Okay.
It is unbelievable that this day has come. Because we are poor, we could not even dream of this day. This is the happiest day of our lives. My precious boy, now you will be handsome. You won't be different anymore.
The most important thing that the everyday person can do is just share a little bit of your heart. Your heart has to feel it first. And then you can say to yourself, what if I just gave up lunch tomorrow and gave those dollars to some kid who didn't have a chance at life? Then you become as important a part of this team as I am or any other surgeon. Because of you, we've been able to change the life of some child somewhere who may never know your name, but will never forget your kindness.
You can help provide surgeries for thousands of waiting children by becoming an Operation Smile partner. Over 5,000 of the world's top doctors and nurses are standing by to volunteer their time. Most of the medical supplies are donated. We're ready to go to more countries and reach more children, but we can't do it without your help. That's why it's so important that you call right now and join our team as an Operation Smile partner. All it takes is 65 cents a day, only $20 a month. Your monthly gifts will help send our teams and equipment to more than 20 countries all year round and help ensure that we can provide surgery free of charge to every child in need, so no child has to be turned away. You'll help provide training for local doctors and nurses, so thousands more children can receive safe surgeries even after the Operation Smile team leaves. Or, if you prefer, you can provide a complete surgery for one waiting child right now for only $240. That's all it takes, just $240. Call now and join the Operation Smile team. Each month, you'll receive inspiring before and after photos of children whose lives have been transformed because of people like you. Plus, we'll send you this album to keep the photos in and share with your friends and family. You'll also receive information about how Operation Smile and you are making a difference around the world. 88% of donations go directly to programs helping children. When you make your payment with your credit card, we'll send you this official Operation Smile scrub shirt as a special thank you for being a vital part of our team.
It makes me feel good to donate to Operation Smile because I know that I'm touching a child's life.
It's a 45-minute operation, and it means so much.
I think that Operation Smile has to rank with one of the best things that I have done in my life.
The doctor uses his hands and his skill, and you make it possible for the doctor to be there.
Here's something that is life-changing, totally life-changing.
The dollar is being used effectively because the doctors are donating their time.
It just takes so very little. You can do it too.
Call now and join the Operation Smile team. All it takes is just 65 cents a day, $20 a month. Or remember, if you prefer, you can provide a complete surgery for one child right now for only $240. That's all it takes, just $240. Or a gift of any size that's right for you will help a waiting child.
I don't have to go to a movie one night. I don't have to go out for dinner because I know that if I give, it's allowing a child to have something that I can give them.
Please listen to your heart. If you've been moved by what you've seen, then make that call. This is your chance to make a difference. Be a part of changing children's lives one smile at a time. Thank you, and God bless you.
The preceding program was sponsored by Operation Smile.